The Londonpreneur Show with Michelle Carter.
Welcome to another episode of The Londonpreneur Show, where I interview a new entrepreneur every Monday and Friday. Today's guest is Tara Kovach from Indian Head Massage. Welcome, Tara.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So what gets you out of bed in the morning?
What gets me out of bed in the morning? My giant to-do list and my dog and the great feeling that I'm in charge of what I do during the day.
Oh, I
make
feeling.
my schedule. Love it.
Very good. So tell me a bit more about Indian Head Massage.
So Indian Head Massage has been used for over 1,000 years in India. It's really common in India. It's common in England as well. And it is, if a man goes to a barber in India, it's part of his treatment.
Okay.
And women will just sit around and do it to each other. So I trained about 3 or 4 years ago, but I've kind of adapted mine a little bit from what you might see on YouTube.
Very good. So it's a massage of the scalp, or is it a little bit more?
Yeah, it's upper back, shoulders, neck, scalp, face, and ears.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically from here on up.
Okay. And how long does the treatment last?
30 to 45 minutes, depending on what the client would like.
And how much would it cost?
30 minutes is $30 and 45 minutes is $40.
Very good. So what made you want to get into Indian Head Massage?
I've always been interested in body work. Have thought about becoming a RMT for years. And thought, well, we'll try this. I had one when I was about 17 and loved it. So I Googled it thinking, let's see if there's someplace in Canada I can even train to do this.
Yeah.
And they were coming to London that weekend. So I signed up.
The universe was speaking.
Yeah, it was, yeah, absolutely.
So what does it take to get training for head massage?
I was trained by the Canadian School of Indian Head Massage. There is someone else that trains out of Kingston, Ontario. It was you do some anatomy study on your own and then some practical work.
Very good. What do you like most about being an entrepreneur?
What do I like most about being? The fact that I'm in charge of my own destiny. I'm in charge of if I'm going to make money that day, if I'm going to spend some time with my family instead. The fact that I'm in charge of all of that and I'm in control of my business and my reputation. You know what? If I make a mistake, then it's me coming to apologize. I'm not representing a big company. I'm just representing me.
Absolutely. Have you made any mistakes?
No, of course not. Not on people.
Well, maybe in business in general, have you learned from any mistakes that you can help others with?
I think how I would say to help others is just try not to get yourself burnt out. Make sure that you definitely do draw some boundaries. Because it's really easy to sit there and, be plugged in all night with your social media and marketing. No, you need to have some time where all the screens go off and you're actually spending time in your personal life.
Outside of business.
Outside of business, yeah.
Absolutely. Any marketing strategies that really worked for you that you can share?
For me, Facebook, for sure. And typically I use Facebook and word of mouth.
Okay. How often do you post to Facebook then?
Twice a day, on a good day. Yeah, usually twice a day.
And just on your own business page, or do you use a personal profile?
I try not to promote myself too much. I don't know, my friends might disagree. On my personal page, I try to keep the two separate.
Okay.
Yeah, I try, but it doesn't always, and I think also before someone wants to come to me for a massage, they probably want kind of an idea. Like I'm not going to fake about who I am, and I'm sure that comes out in my social media on the business page.
Anything you're struggling with in business?
Organization.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely organization. I worked for a not-for-profit for years too and struggled with the same thing. If I don't have a to-do list made out the night before, I get completely overwhelmed and don't know what to do.
Okay. So having a to-do list kind of helps you with that organization?
Hugely. If it's not up to date, then I'm on Facebook.
Very good. Where would you like to see your business 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I would like to have more corporate clients. I would like to be doing, have a couple companies where I go in, say, once a week, and possibly have someone working for me, with me.
Help you keep that organized.
Yeah, and also someone helping me do massages, because it is really hard on your body doing them all the time. So if you have a big event, it would be nice to have someone else that we could trade off together.
Absolutely. And do you have any other advice you would give to the entrepreneurs watching or listening today?
I think my advice is, in your heart when it's time to make the jump, because I have wanted to do it for years. I think, even as a kid, I was starting up businesses and writing books, and you know it in your heart, and you'll know when it's time to make the leap.
How young do you think you were when you got the entrepreneur bug?
I think when I was around 4.
Oh, what happened?
I started writing a book about household tips.
Really?
Yeah.
At 4?
At 4. And then I remember at 7, I had a club where in order to get in, you had to pick up some garbage, 10 pieces of garbage.
Okay.
So there was a little of that, and, environmentalist in there back then.
Very
too.
good. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show today. Where can we find more information about you?
My website is www.londonheadmassage, and I'm on Facebook and Twitter. My Twitter handle is LDNHeadMassage.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you also for watching and listening to this episode. Quick shout out to all of our sponsors: Pink Ink for style and makeup, Sonia Bento for hairstyle, the jewelry provided by Susan Dinner, and wardrobe by Street Boutique Canadian Fashions Truck. Also, thank you to Posh Pedicure Lounge for the aesthetics. Thank you also to Gina Video Productions for helping us produce this show, and we'll talk to you next time.